It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington football team video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a pregame video for the Washington football team versus Seattle Seahawks game tonight, 8:20 p.m. Monday Night Football. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington football team. Let's get straight into today's video. So I'm recording this video at like 10:30 in the morning. You guys probably won't see this until 3:30 p.m. just to give you something to watch a couple hours before kickoff, man. Again, the table is set, ladies and gentlemen. The Washington football team, with the win tonight over the Seattle Seahawks, could have the 7th seed, and that's currently good enough to face the Green Bay Packers. I don't know about you guys. Yes, the Packers won yesterday versus the Rams, and they've been hot lately. Even though they did lose to the Vikings, it wasn't the offense fault, right? It wasn't the offense fault. So although they've been looking like the Packers of old, I'm not scared of them. I'm not. This is the same Packers team that we literally should have beat in Lambeau, but we shot ourselves in the foot, like literally. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Gibson fumbling, Taylor Heineke not just walking into the end zone instead of going down, and then we're getting stopped on 4th down. It was just bad. You know what I'm saying? We literally shot ourselves in the foot. We had so many opportunities to cash in on, at the time, the worst rated red zone defense, and we didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying they can't make adjustments if we were to play them in January. And again, there's still so much football left to where the point where Washington, even though if they win tonight, they're the 7th seed, but that's probably going to change whether they continue to win and get the 6th seed, or they continue to win and possibly get the 4th seed, and that's the division. So even though it's a huge game, and I just went in, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's 6th, 7th, or 4th. I just went in. So even though it's a big game, and when we get the 7th seed, it's still a lot of football left. It's not like this is the last week of the season where if we get the 7th seed, we're playing the Packers. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at right now. I just want the Packers again. If this was to happen at any point in the season, the most comfortable opponent that I would be, happy to play. I mean, unless it's the Cowboys by some imagination. But other than that, the other comfortable opponent that I'm not afraid to play is the Packers, man. Again, we almost beat them in Lambeau. We should have beat them, and we really had them on the ropes, man. We were able to move the ball on that defense like crazy. Aaron Rodgers wasn't himself. We were pretty much shortstop and all that. And I mean, I guess you could say they kind of took their foot off the gas because we weren't responding when they were scoring. But I say that's BS, man. I say we was just clamping them. You know what I'm saying? And we were moving the ball on them all game. We just couldn't capitalize and finish it off with 7. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. If you guys don't know, look on the screen now. Washington wins tonight. They're currently the 7th seed. Minnesota and the 49ers won, or they played yesterday, and the 49ers won. So now they're the 6th seed. And the 7th seed is wide open if we win. If we win tonight, we are going to be in the 7th seed, if you guys don't know that. So this is a very important game. And what more better could we feel about coming into this game? We got some rest, right? We are getting 2 of our main targets back tonight. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Curtis Samuel is back. He will be in action tonight, and he even said in the interview that he felt like he got his 100% of his explosiveness back. One thing that I want to say is, why did the Washington football team hide him getting surgery from us? This man got surgery in June, and we didn't know this whole entire time. So that's before training camp, right? We didn't know none of this. It's countless videos of me saying we should just shut him down so he can get surgery. And the whole time he already had surgery, and we just didn't know because they didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? I guess good job keeping it under wraps. I mean, that's a hell of a job. But I mean, like, why is that something you hiding? You know what I'm saying? So that's something you say. Yeah, Curtis Samuel got surgery. He's just recovering, right? And now that he got surgery, I think the issue that he's had now that he had surgery is that he's rushing his timetable. He's rushing to return, and that's setting him back even more. Who does that sound like that I talked about in the other video? Russell Wilson. But we'll talk about Russell Wilson a little bit later in this video too. But I felt like he rushed his return. He was so eager to play that he was doing anything he can to speed up his recovery time, and that can't happen, especially with a groin. again, a growing, you just sit down and let it heal. You can't do no stretches, no workouts to heal a surgically repaired growing. It's not a minor growing injury that to where if it's some stretching that can result the pain, you're past that stage if you got to get it surgically repaired. So he needed to just sit down. Curtis, he didn't want to do that, and that's obvious, you know what I'm saying? He wants to get out there and play with his boys, and I totally understand that, but you're only hurting yourself and us as a team for the future by you continuing to try to force yourself to play even though you're not 100%. But now, I think personally, when he first got the surgery, this is around the time where the doctor originally had him scheduled to return. I think this is around the time where Curtis originally should have just returned from the start of the season. And of course, they weren't going to allow that because if he's saying he's feeling good and he's running routes in practice and you feel like he can go, you're going to put him out there. But I felt like this is the appropriate amount of recovery time that Curtis needed to come back. You know what I'm saying? And it was going to be dreadful. I mean, it already was without him. But we already knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? If it was just them saying, oh, he's still recovering and we don't want to push it, it would be like, dang, man, we really want to see Curtis. But it was the other way around. They kept trying to push it. They kept trying to force him, and that would just set him back even more. So either way, we were losing in this situation. But again, I would much rather them say, yeah, he's still recovering, and his timetable to return isn't until like week 11, 12-ish, that Seattle Seahawks / Panthers game. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he was close to playing last week. So I think originally this is the right timetable. This is the right time he was supposed to return to the lineup. But again, they just kept forcing it, kept rushing it, and I fault them for that. But then again, I get why they did it because he's supposed to be their second playmaker alongside Terry McLaurin. This is the guy you pay the big money to. This is the guy that you're putting your trust in to be that second guy behind, again, 1-7. So I get it, but at the same time, I felt like you were hurt in the future. But now again, he says he's 100% to play. He says he got his explosiveness back. So we'll see tonight. Another guy that we're getting back that we haven't seen since week 4, Logan Thomas will be back tonight. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We need Logan Thomas, especially with Ricky Seals-Jones out. We need Logan Thomas, especially in them games like the Denver game, the Packers game. We needed him in the red zone, big 6'6" target. We needed him, and we're gonna have him back tonight. Both of these guys are gonna be on strict pitch counts. Remember the last game and the Falcons game, Ron had to go over Curtis's pitch count because we were so banged up at the wide receiver position. Cam Sims got hurt. De'Ami Brown got hurt. Even Terry got nicked up. I'm knocking some wood again, though, because we can't afford Terry losing. But even in that game, Terry got a little nicked up, too. You guys remember that game. We got so many injuries on both sides of the ball. So we had to go over Curtis's pitch count, and they didn't want to, but they had to. And that kind of set them back, right? So they're going to be on a strict pitch count today per Ron Rivera, both guys. And probably won't see them play but 15, maybe 20 snaps, if that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of agree with this. I want you to slowly work them back into the offense so they can fully go. You know what I'm saying? So that is a huge bonus for both guys. We're finally going to see this offense at full strength as far as skill position-wise because, Cosme still hurt. We still got some guys banged up on the offensive line. But as far as skill position-wise goes, we should be seeing everybody. J.D. McKissick had a foot injury last week, but he wasn't even on the injury report. So he is good to go. So, man, I'm so excited for this game. And, again, I will be streaming this game tonight at 8:10. I will be going live for this game, so make sure you guys come through and watch the game with your boy. I already got my Terry McLaurin t-shirt on. I don't know if I'm going to wear his jersey or Chase Young jerseys tonight, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, make sure you guys come through for that, for the live stream tonight at 8:10 p.m. Remember that. We'll be lit over there, man. Shout out to David DC. Shout out to Rashad. Shout out to Sean White. Shout out to everybody that's constantly there. Key himself. Cherish me. Everybody that's constantly watching the stream with me. Make sure you guys come through and join these guys because these are some of the guys that are the loyalist people on this channel and the stream. So it's a lot of fun, man. I try to tell you. And I want to close out this video talking about Russell Wilson again. I forgot to mention that. Russell Wilson, again, I said in my last video, I felt like he rushed his timetable to come back. Originally he wasn't scheduled to then come back at the time of his hand injury. He wasn't scheduled to come back until after this game. He wasn't scheduled to come back until after this game, and I felt like he rushed his return to help out his team, and he worked out his hand 9 hours a day to just get back, and that's not good. You need your hand to rest, right? And I personally just think Russell Wilson is 100% because, again, he rushed his return. But I could just be you know, saying anything, and Russ is just having a bad year, you know. But we'll see tonight, man. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that's your pregame video. Washington, Seattle tonight, 8:20 p.m. Should be kickoff. Make sure you guys come through. I'm starting the live stream at 8:10 p.m. So make sure you guys get there. See you guys tonight. It's me and boy Juangotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to watch the football team. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you popped. Get you popped.